on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Golden Gophers will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Boilermakers offense will have first crack at this one. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
Another incompletion on third down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Coming out with it, it's Hayes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Gophers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. On the run, it's McCoby. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that? Nice.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
The Boilermakers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Extending the play. Brought down inside the 15, mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a 4th down decision to be made by this offense. And the Boilermakers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He leaves it with the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 30. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Fires downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run the toss. Finds a little space. It's a seam wide open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Motion from the wideout. The RPO, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Line is set on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Working that left side now. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Give to the running back. Got room to work. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. And, guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden strike through the air for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Moves away as he feels pressure. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't...
There he goes! Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Got it in the middle, it's Tracy. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Taylor has it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Minnesota! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working on the right. Turning it on. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. That's caught. It's Tuggle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's it. A defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. 1st down and more. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a 1st half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got it in the middle. It's Tracy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Catch in the middle, it's Tracy. It's a running room. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. And it's lofted toward the sideline and intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Boilermakers will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. And Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day, but will carried away with that roughing penalty. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Purdue! And that one will give them the lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Golden Gophers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Bears the pressure, makes the catch. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line. He stopped on the return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's loose. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The lone back's got it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll take a shot. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field. And he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Boilermakers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab on the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for running room, but they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Bringing it back. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Golden Gophers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. A 1st down run in the red zone. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying play action. Touchdown, Minnesota! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Boilermakers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Creates a little space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
The give is to Taylor. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Lindsey. Pressure coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Wide receiver comes in motion. Buys a little time. Finds some fresh air. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out. Maybe pick up a yard.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give as they work on that clock. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Purdue!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Under fire. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Turning on the Jets. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Look out, he's got room. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll try the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinner. Often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On his way from around the 50. And the returner will be knocked down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it in, more than enough for a first down. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks.